All right, there we go. I don't know why this changed automatic. Well, I added another capture device for my PlayStation, and that's why that went down. Hey, it only took me 2.5 minutes to resolve the issue that time. Yeah, as opposed to last time when it was like a 30-minute problem. Okay, I guess I'm getting better, right? We can always improve. Let's go to, I don't know why I said that BS. Let's go uh maybe the background music needs to be down a touch. I don't know. Why won't it let me? Oh, you have to do it this way. Hopefully this doesn't flag any copyright stuff. The reason I'm like paranoid about it is that has happened to me where I got a copyright tag. Bleach, thank you for that. They didn't even have the rights to the music apparently. And I played it and I got a copyright strike. So yeah, that was fun. And by fun, not at all. Not at all that kind of fun. Let's see. Properties here. Desktop audio. We're gonna oh, Dovette. Where are you at? Where's my other audio cup? There it is. PS5 is apparently making absolutely no noise. Well, tomorrow is supposed to be my and why is it only preview? Why isn't it global? Tomorrow is supposed to be my full day to relax, not do nothing. So, I guess I guess I'll try to figure this out. But it says there's no audio going in there. Por qué no? All right. So, hey, what's up? All right. So, oh, and actually, I should probably have my tablet ready, but we'll just do it on my phone. I'm trying to basically figure out. I've been chasing Merlin, have not gotten her yet. Sucks. The character that I was waiting on, I haven't gotten yet. Hooray. I'm not far off from getting one of the guaranteed pulls. I do. How far am I away? So I need another 21? 21 pulls to get that. And then another 25 before I get the other guarantee. So I'll get there in a nice, free to play friendly way relatively soon. It's just that I ain't got no patience. And it has been a week, more than a week. So, damn it, Merlin. Why'd you have to come now? Why couldn't you have waited? Seriously, seriously, seriously. All right, anyway, clean this up for a second. And let me get that out of my brain. All right. So in the meantime, I did get King, right? I need to figure him out, not to mention the fact that I have not done a guide on Elaine yet, who is a character I use constantly, but only for one thing really. Um I have put her on like the win team with Clotho and who else was there? There was Daisy. Uh, it was Daisy, right? That I was running with Elaine as the DPS. So there was that. Oh, this isn't what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to check this. All right. Let's see. The next thing was I did finish the masteries on Slater. I did start the masteries on what's his face? What's his face? What's his face? What's his face? Gil Thunder. Did I finish those? Yeah, I finished his. I think Hauser is next. It still requires the gold, which I'm not complaining about it, but you still have to think about it sparingly. And then I have completed all of the boss challenges on Abyss, not gracefully. And the last thing, I had a dream actually about Time Space Junction, funnily enough. I have not even looked. I did it one more time, like the day before yesterday, and I haven't looked at it since. I'm terrified of Time Space Junction. I don't know why. I'm a coward. Mm. And one other thing I should probably look into, because this may make the difference. I'm scared to make this change though, but we will see what happens. All right, so properties. Is that going through the same channel? 16CH. 16CH. Did that work? No. Guys, I'm trying over here. I really am. Let's go to input VB. And if that one doesn't work, then I'm really just going to have to sit down at some point. Today won't be the day, but I guess tomorrow can be the day. But yeah. All right, try it. We'll have to do it another time when you guys aren't here. So, going back, are there any others? Is Slater Hauser's the next one? Albeit the gold cost at the moment. I feel like I should maybe farm some dungeons. I have plenty of cube keys to do that. Also, thinking about the side quests, which I tend to do alone, not on stream, that is another source of star fragments I could use to try to get Merlin. What I have been doing is basically getting all their skins and armor as much as possible, because I had a lot of those brilliant engraved seals or whatever, because I hadn't been doing any armor just because I'm waiting, figuring out things. At least on this side of things I was. So right now I have this one. I think is a special edition one that I haven't gotten yet, one that I can't actually engrave. I think I can actually engrave this one from Meliodas. Clotho, that's a no. I can't engrave that one. Jericho, I can't engrave that one. Yeah, I think I got all of the ones I can engrave. Damn, I did that? Oh, uh-oh. I thought I still had like a gang of them I hadn't done yet. Oh, there's still one from Daisy I haven't done yet. The teddy bear purse. It's that one. That one I can engrave. I just need the platinum for it, which out of platinum at the moment, I think. Let's double check down there. I have some, but not enough. And then plus as I do all of this, it's going to end up being that by the time I get Merlin, I won't be able to do anything to level her up. That's going to be the funny part. It's going to take a minute to level her up once I do get her. Yay. Okay. I really do want to figure that thing out, but I guess not. All right, so, and I have already done my platinum farming for the day, right? It's only 7:48. Reset is not for another hour and 12 minutes. So this is just what life is now. Also, that side quest, I still haven't been able to find that chest. Somebody's got to help me on that one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh boy, oh boy. So let's go ahead and try to craft something maybe. I don't know. What was I about to craft? Yeah, the platinum. Will not be enough, I don't think. I have 0 at the moment. I have been burning through this platinum. Absolutely burning through it. Dad gummit. All right. And I guess we could go to a boss challenge. I have been farming this guy a little bit to get those armor pieces. So why not? Let's do it again. I don't like him. And Clotho has proven herself to be so damn valuable when it comes to, like, after getting Clotho, I was like, oh, she's great, she's great, she's great. And then someone, I don't know if it was immediately, but they were saying, oh, you could use Daisy for this. Then I started using Daisy and I was like, okay, well, Clotho's fallen out of the rotation a bit. She's fallen out of the rotation because, in the sense of, I'm bringing her for heals. But now that we are advancing to tougher dungeons, Like her heels are huge, especially when paired with Diane, or whoever, especially when paired with Diane. Now the let's get Elaine out there first. Oh no, wait. I hate this bug. That had me too close to the character. Hate this damn bug. Really wish they would fix that. And there we go. Okay. What's up, Spike? How goes it, sir? Oh, actually. Okay. Ugh. So, question: how's Lobo? Did you pull him? Actually, did you even pull him? And if you've pulled him from under, is he good? Is he decent at least, or is he buggy and they're having to go back and give him buffs and stuff? Let's see. I was doing boss challenge. I was doing this. I'm hesitant to do this now, but let me check the bag real quick. I have plenty. I have enough. It's fine. Gotta do something right. Okay. Boss. Although, should I maybe do Gila? I might do Gila after I do this one. Okay. I really want to figure out this issue. I used to have this audio thing set up to get the screen, but now it's not even going through. Matter of fact, there is one test we could do to be on the safe side to see if it's the PlayStation or if it's this. I'm sure it's this, the way I have it set up. Positive about that. Here we can go to settings here. Or do I need to? Ouch. So this, huh? Hmm? That's weird. I'm just gonna move this here and leave that there. Move this here, leave that there. Okay. I haven't pulled him yet, but the word isn't great. Apparently, he's only good against the bosses, like in Evil Falls or Desaad. Mm, mm. Boy, oh boy, they really wet the bed on that game. Like, dog, y'all had so much potential. All right, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop because we're gonna go through the same thing again. The same thing again. Let's just. I'ma just not. I'ma just not. Okay, why is it still in? Excuse me. All right, let me look this up real quick because this is actually gonna bug me now. Dude, that great news all around. It's his HP attack stats are decent from what I hear, but the way his abilities work, his damage is really bad. Also, he has the longest cooldown in the game. His 6 turns. Half of those battles, they only gave you 15 turns. The other half were 12. Yo, that is insane. Okay. Okay. Like, wow. Wow. And I should just really learn to just text to speech to text. Um okay. Yeah, the DPS character that they put out that that is so look at the bottom right, OBS, and click studio mode enabled. All right, so if I do this, what? That is weird. That is weird. Absolutely weird. All right, so we're about to try something else now. This is weird. Why is that a thing? Why is this a thing? This thing is stupid. Okay. That's seriously though. Okay. Uh-oh. We might have something here. Let's come back out. Go that route. Uh-oh. Did I figure it out? And then go back to studio mode. We figured it out. Spike, do you hear music from this game in the background behind me? Because I can see the levels. So that's a plus if that worked. Hooray. The mode that I like to stay in, studio mode, because, you know, studio. And it's like, no, you can't add stuff there. But, okay. Okay, all right. Oh, okay, okay. If that's how we gonna do it, if that's how we gonna be, fine, 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 fine. Now I know. I guess I need to take a Udemy or Coursera course on how to use OBS at some point. I could have just followed the tutorial, but I'm that guy when it comes to software where it's like, I'm not reading your instructions. I'll figure it out years later because I'm too stubborn to look at something. All right. Oh, and it's about to storm outside too. Okay. Are we going this route? Yeah, let's go this route. Why not? And actually, I checked over here one time before. And I believe, yeah, I never checked it again. And I think at every level... Oh, wait. Do I have to kill you? Yeah, I gotta kill you. Okay. I think at every difficulty there are... Whoa, wait. What? All of these things? Oh, y'all have like a dungeon vibe going. I didn't realize this. I always just ignored it. Whatever makes you happy, we can go. If you want to go, we can go. Ain't no problem. Take these hands. Alright. Is it open? There it is. I can barely hear any audio if you turn up my volume really, really high, which is normal from my end. You mean no volume from the game itself. Okay, cool. Then I'll max this out. It's kind of funny that it's so low. Maybe it's over here. Who knows? All right, well, the thing is at least it's there. So I'm going to count that as a victory. We'll figure out the volume in a minute. Give me 500 frags. Nope. 30. What are we doing? All right, that was a waste of time. I'm so just like salty right now because I don't have Merlin. That's all that is. Okay, I hear combat, which I normally can't, but you're still okay. Good. That's exactly what it should supposed to be. You can hear stuff happening in the background, but it should almost be like just a background music. I don't have to find a different word. While I'm speaking, because I do feel as though, and you tell me if I'm wrong, if it's something that you like, but I did feel as though there's this eerie silence around my voice when there's like action going on. It just feels weird. So yeah, that was the goal. This thing, let me move my fingers. All right, let's go here. Let's do this. Hey, what's up, homie? How you mama doing? We'll do this. Ooh. Go ahead, hit me if you want to. Okay, so should be bam, there we are. Hit, shoot 'em up. Hey, that was not coming. That was not coming. Get off me. Oh no, I got too cute. I got way too cute. My bad. I got way too cute. Let's go ahead and try to heal up a little bit. Dang. Man, I got way too cute. Sorry. Sorry, team. Sorry, team. Go ahead and hit me now. It was before that I was doing. I got my rune wards up now. Hit me and I'll heal. Hit me and I'll heal. Ah, why'd you run away? You coward. Stay here and fight me like a whatever you like a golem. Like a golem. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna do this first. Pull that out. Do that. Get out away. Shields up. Now Meliodas. Boom. Reset that first. Gauge. Hit him up. Our barrier from Elaine has already disappeared. That's fine. Alright. And this burst gauge feels like it gets going quick. It is so fast. Alright, so let's try to get to be protect. Oh, that was not enough protection. Not enough heals in play there. Okay, well, let's get this barrier back up. Get Coco back outside. Let's go ahead and do this. Do a few of these things just to stack up extras. Let's do that. Do that. Diane, come on back. We'll go ahead and get your heavy metal up so when we get hit, we can get healed even more. Oh boy, the cloak out carries me. With a cloak though down and then like dynamic is huge. I want him to hit me so I can heal up properly. Not gonna happen, right? Why are you pulling this whole Shakira? So you take away one jumping boss and you add another. Elaine, get shield up. Let's go ahead and get our rune wards up. this up. Alright. That. Alright, here we go. There we go. That. Nope. Oh, wait. Shield. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna let her run for a minute to get some heals up before I bring in, even if the first gauge goes. Except he's doing this stupid thing now. And now I'm already terribly played, by the way. Terribly played. Bad. I don't have a alright, heavy metal tone. Stomp on me. We got heavy metal. Barrier takes the rest and easier. Let's go. I got buzzes. My body's buzzing. Alright. That was perfect timing. I like that timing a lot. I don't like the jumping. I could do without the jumping. I would be so much better without all the jumping. Oh no. Do I have enough time to get all this stuff out? I don't know. Oh, okay. Alright, so I had enough of the... Alright, so we're pretty well healed. Whittling them down. Get over here. Heal us. Actually, I should have fought the dragon. There we go. Come on. You were right there. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Elaine killed him. That's funny. Found me. Oh, wait. I gotta ban this thing. ¿Por qué? Not you, but you. The person trying to sell me stuff. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Turns. Maybe turn it down just a bit so you're louder, but maybe it's... I'm not used to hearing anymore. Yeah, probably not. Because I have not done that. So let me get back. Back. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh. Ouch. Alright, so... Not a... Oh, wait, I got diversity within that. So no, it's a pretty good haul. Not bad at all. Okay. So that has been banned. And then we will turn down the PS5 audio just a little bit. I should have checked those. In fact, let me do something simple so I can check the levels while I'm fighting. Oh. So now, as I introduce my friend Beth Ann to the world of mobile / not so mobile gaming, this is 7 Deadly Sins. This one, this direction, that thing. That's 7 Deadly Sins. Also a mobile game, also playable on PlayStation 5, also free to play. It is based off of an anime series named 7 Deadly Sins, which I would recommend if you have Netflix, you watch it, but only watch season 1 and 2, because season 3 is so bad that it made me not like seasons 1 and 2. So I rewatched seasons 1 and 2 so I can now read the manga. So, recommendation. You would probably like it because the main character, Meliodas, keeps squeezing the boobs of this girl he has a crush on. So, anyway, Let's get to checking the audio volume. I'm just gonna go down here and fight these dudes. Come on, fight me. Fight me. Yeah, that is high. Thank you, Spike. That makes okay, that is high up there. Let's bring you down a bit. Alright, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. I guess that sounds a little bit better. Okay, I think that's let's go ahead and do this thing then. Alright, cool. I think that sounds better. And then what I could do on the other side of this is come up. Hey, bruh, y'all, your friends are already dead. Why you at me? Need to preserve your own life. All right, here we go. Ooh, no, nay. Bullhorn settings. That's what I was trying to get to. Now I guess that's all good, right? Yeah, I guess that's good. Wow, you're better than me because once it's time to go to sleep, I'm out. It's what 1 o'clock in the morning over there. Don't text. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Um, you don't have to. You're not obligated to come in here and start messaging and stuff. You can just chill. And there's plenty of people who just lurk in the background and just like, I can't remember who it was, but a lot of people were like, "Oh no, I just like the vibe, so I'm gonna just chill." We can have a argument about 80s cartoons if the right people, 90s cartoons, if the right people show up in this stream. We can have a discussion over. We had a whole discussion. This is where the DC Worlds Collide thing was. It brought together a group of people who were willing to fight over 80s versus 90s cartoons, and it was amazing. It's a glorious time. It was a glorious time. Short, 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 but sweet. Yep, Hall of Fame moments. Mm. Anyway, anyway. All right, so I am of two minds. Part of me says, and actually, you know what? I can do two things at the same time. I am right now. I should have used my tablet. I think I hate trying to run Chrome. You want to argue 90s cartoons? All right, well, then here we go. Here we go. Once we have a few more in, if Spike is being attentive, if Spike is lurking, it's different. But if Spike is being attentive, we're going to ask, and I think I've asked Spike this question before, actually. And I don't know that I ever got your answer. Or I think you were involved in the conversation when a lot of us were talking about it. Um, Let me phrase it a little bit differently, and then when others come in, we can tag them into the conversation because we're going to end up with a lot of Europe in here and maybe some India. So the answers are going to vary. If we take you back to being 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you got to decide when you woke up on Saturday morning, the first 5 cartoons you get to see, what are those 5 cartoons? Because everybody know, at least for me, I was waking up at certain times. I always tried to wake up at 5:30 in the morning so I could watch Beekman's World, because I was a science nerd, but I would always oversleep. So Bill and I took over. They always put Beekman on way too damn early. Um, and then after that, it was I know I have to be up at 6 or 6:30 for certain stuff. Like I got to. We don't have a choice in this. The Cowboys of Moo Mesa. I gotta be awake for Cowboys of Moo Mesa. You know what I'm saying? But Moo Mesa used to came on like at 9:30, 10, like right before Soul Train. So Sonic the Hedgehog had a nice short little run there on ABC. That was a good cartoon. Not the new one that came out on USA like later that sucked, but like that one on ABC, that was cool. Of course, we can go with the classics like X-Men and Batman and Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. We know those are classics. But The Mask had a cartoon. Ace Ventura had a cartoon. Why don't they get any shine? Wildcats was the cartoon. We already talked about SWAT Cats. I even showed SWAT Cats up on here. So, Cats was the thing. Anyway, anyway. So, I think that might be the question for the day. If you had to, and it doesn't have to be 90s, if you had to set up your Saturday morning lineup, which we tried to do here and copyright got in the way. And I'm so tempted. If we get enough people, like if I did a Patreon or a membership thing on YouTube and we can get like 10 people, I could do it privately. And then we could do Saturday morning and Sunday morning cartoons. But the copyright strikes and everything like got in the way. That sucked so bad. And I'm so terrified of like any kind of copyright violation because I'm not trying to have some company come make an example out of me. Um, I think actually I should fight Bonacro. Random. Bonacro when trying to evaluate King and Elaine. I already know Elaine. Well, at least I know her. For as much as I use Elaine, I don't know her that well, to be frank. To be like fair. Hey, what are you doing? There we go. So with Elaine, if we run Elaine with the wand, itchy eyeball. Itchy eyeball. If we run Elaine with the wand, that was easy for me to say, right? Oh, this was the team I built last night when I was working on this. That ended up with Daisy being the damage dealer, Elaine being the support, and King putting out buffs. That's King's staff or wand. I always confuse those. Yeah, this is his staff. They could have made these different. They could have made these look so much different. Sorry, I had to step out. Just caught up on the stream. I'm a 90s kid, so Batman the Animated Series, Spider-Man Animated Series, Pokemon, Digimon, EDC were much. Here's the thing. I got turned off on Digimon so hard because of Pokemon. And I guess Beth Ann can shout this, but drive, don't text. Um, I loved Buffy and Angel, right? The problem was is that Angel came from Buffy. It was a spinoff from the TV show. And I was so loyal to Buffy that I refused to say that Angel was the better show, right? And Beth Ann is probably about to like crash trying to reach for her phone. But I refused to say Angel was the better show. But season 1 of Angel was legendary. And season 4 of Buffy just happened to be trash, with the exception of that one episode called Hush. That episode was awesome. After that, everything else about that season sucked. So it was like the no, was season 4 was the worst season, right? I think season 4 was the worst. Season 3 was the best. Season 3 and 6 tend to tie for the best. Season 4 was like the worst. You ask me on a given day, it's either season 6 or no. Season 3 was better because that was Faith. Season 6 was not. Was second. I think that's how my order went. And then I think it went like 2. I'm struggling with season 5 right now. Then it went 2, 5, 1, then 4. Or was it 1, then 5, then 4? It was something like that. But anyway, so I wouldn't say that Angel was better, even though and so halfway through season 1 of Angel, I had to be like, it is better. It's much, much better. That was the episode, and Beth Ann will remember this. We watched it together, the episode where Angel got to be human for one day. And then they erased his memory. They erased everyone's memory, and only he remembered it. Like, that episode sucked. All that to say, Pokemon got to me first. And so then the second Digimon came out, I was like, they just knocked off Pokemon, and then I wrote off the whole thing. I might have watched 3 episodes of Digimon, maybe 3. And that's being generous. That might have been on in the background, and I just hadn't gotten to the remote yet. You know what I mean? Like, I did not like Digimon. And I can't even say that I watched an episode. It was strictly because Pokemon got to me first. That was it. No, like special thing. Pokemon got to me first. That was the only reason. If Digimon got to me first, well, no, that's a lie because you could tell Pokemon was an older animated series anime. So, but still. Anyway, sorry, there was a rant. Let's see. Staff for King. rotation. We want to. Oh, no, that's the wand. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Why do I keep doing this to myself? I keep claiming I'm smart. All right. So the wand. Earth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They want me to use Diane as the main DPS, but I feel like Diane needs to be there to build the burst gauge. Unless, actually, you know what? Given the way this team is built, sorry, I was on Auburn Bugs Bunny. Yeah, I don't know. Like Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry. I don't even know if we can count those in the sense of those are legendary. Those are above any to me. Those are above any of this. There were kids who liked Batman more than Spider-Man and Spider-Man more than Batman, but everybody but don't worry about it, BA. Do your thing. It's not fun. There's no pressure. This isn't texting. Okay, chill. You're not having to reply to this. I don't know if just think about what I'm saying, and then later when you have a minute, either send me a message on WhatsApp or send it in the chat. Um, I don't know that I put Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, like those old school ones, on a different level. They're different. They're so ubiquitous in like childhood from age 0 that I can't put it. I'm not putting that. I'm not comparing those. They're there already. Like we're gonna watch our 4 or 5 cartoons, and then Bugs Bunny's gonna come on and dress as an opera singer, and somehow Elmer Fudd is gonna be confused by this. You know what I mean? Like that racist ass woman who was Tom's owner. And she wasn't racist, but damn it, that was a racist depiction of a black woman. But like that, I don't know. They're at a higher tier. You can't touch them. It's like back in the day when you would be like, "Oh, Jay Z is legend, Eminem's legend." Like Jay Z and Eminem don't get compared to rappers now because they're at a different echelon. They've ascended. You know what I mean? Like there's no Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry are gonna be around for the next 100 years because they've already been around for almost 100. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I think those are different. Or maybe I'm overthinking it because I do tend to do that sometimes. All right, so with King, because I'm a king. Sorry, T.I. I need to open up with Fairy Power. The normal skill inflicts damage equal to 130% of attack, then grants all allied Forest Fairy, which increases Earth damage by 20%. Okay. That's what that does. So cool. Then go to whoever's doing the damage. I guess that's going to be Diane. Then. So only that, really? Store magic gauge. I mean, we can do that. And increases all allied heroes' defense. How long does this last? Like 40 seconds. So I could run out here, do this normal skill, pull in Diane, come back, do healing stance, which will restore the magic gauge, some basics, I guess, and then go back to fairy power. The ultimate increase attack and hits. Each hit restores magic gauge by 100%. All right, so we're going to leave the staff here on him. He's going to run in and do that. We're going to change the weapon here on... We're going to change the weapon to the axe. The reason for that is I was using... I was using Daisy as the main DPS. She, however, wants to have the rotation where she's stacking up her magic gauge when she's... It's been a minute since I've run her as a DPS. Yo, let's back up. And hers goes special attack. No, it goes normal skill, special attack, then ultimate. But I'm supposed to stack up her magic gauge first. before I go to the go away. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And then, and you guys don't even know. So, I was singing the donkey in Shrek at the end of the movie. Where it was like, I believe. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. That's where my brain goes. Okay, that's where my brain goes. Sorry. Um, I'm debating right now on whether I really want to activate the burst gauge with the enemy, which is probably smarter money, and leaving Daisy as the primary damage dealer. Um, just got to make sure to do the primary damage right. She needs to, and I gotta double check because I have run her with the grimoire so much that it is ridiculous at this point. It's this earth magic on them, then gains energy. Inflicts damage equal when energy charge. Energy charge. It has is at stack maximum each hit on it. I did the magic gauge. It's the energy charge. Sorry. I lost you when Digimon and Pokemon switched into Buffy and Angel. Okay. Yeah, my brain does do that. Look, it's basically the idea that it was very hard for me to accept that Angel was the better show, which it was. Up until like season 3. Um because of how loyal I was to Buffy. I didn't even, and I eventually did because I just kept watching Angel. I never gave Digimon a chance because I was loyal to Pokemon. Like I never even watched it. I stayed with Pokemon because I like Pokemon. I'm gonna watch Pokemon. That's it. What about Digimon? Fake ass Pokemon. That was my like vibe. As a 16, I had a job. That was my vibe where it was like, no, Pokemon, Digimon. Why am I gonna watch knocked off bootleg Pokemon? Like either you watch Pokemon or you don't. Don't watch Digimon. They didn't even make a creative name. They just took Poke and removed that and put Digi, and then that was Japanese mom, but still, you know what I mean? Like that's what it was. My loyalty got in the way of me even like watching this show. And somehow the same thing happened to Yu-Gi-Oh, but not. I think I just didn't like Yu-Gi-Oh's animation. The animation was always weird to me. The animation felt like they got like the B student at a high school to draw the cartoon. That's how Yu-Gi-Oh always felt to me. Same thing with some seasons of Bleach. Okay, so anyway, increase ultimate damage. So that was the thing, and I was trying to get to this. Then we do this over and over and over again with that until we charge it up, and then we use the ultimate. Let's see. We will take this team and go to, but everything starts off with King coming in and doing fairy power, which is just a funny term to me. I don't know why. Normal skill, fairy power. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go to the red demon real fast and see if we can do. Oh no, Bonacro's right here. I don't know. Well, red demon would be better for this fight in a sense, but also worse because I want the enemy to last long enough for me to try some stuff. And because the red demon is weak to earth, I'm not going to be able to try much because it's going to die fast. And so then we come out here, we do this, we buff ourselves up, come on out, bang, giant turtle. Sorry, he's the one I hate fighting the most because he's just a giant turtle trying to chill. And here we come, terrible humans. Well, technically, a fairy, a giant, 2 fairies, 3 fairies, and a giant. My bad. All right, so now I would pull in. We do this. We do this. And then we look for the magic charge up to 30, or the energy charge up to 30, sorry. And see, he's going to die before I even get there. He's going to die before I even get there. I wonder if there is a dungeon boss I can try this stuff on. I get what you're saying. Yeah, if I had been a teen when I was introduced to Pokemon Digimon, I need to move my screen a little bit. Apologies. Poke and Digi, then I would have said the same thing. Digimon would have just been a ripoff. Yeah, maybe that was it. I was a teenager and I was like cynical about that stuff. Since I was a kid, to me, it was just more monsters. Yeah, that's okay. You know what? Facts. Yeah, okay. I hear you. I feel you. You hit a heart point on that one with me, where it's like I was a kid, more monsters. Yay! It's totally something I would have been like, oh, I'm down. No one's ever. Yeah, okay. Spike, you got me. You read me like a book right there. You read me like a book right there. Because I would have had the same. I'm guessing you're like 5 years younger than me or something. I would have had the same exact like reply. Wait, you mean there's Pokemon and Digimon? Because I did it. I did it with Power Rangers. I did it with Power Rangers came out, and then they had a show called Beetleborgs that came out after that, and then they had another one with like V Rider or whatever the hell his name was. Give me all the random dudes dressed in spandex fighting giant monsters and robot suits. All of them. I need all of them. Oh, Baby Bonacrow. I got another one. Like, give me all of them, right? So, yeah, you're right. You really you got me on that one. I can't even deny that. I can't deny it. I'm a straight rider. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so yeah, that actually, you're the first person to be able to like explain to say that to me and explain it to me to where I'm like, oh, you know what? I hadn't figured that part out yet. Damn teenagers and their cynicism, including my own. All right. Am I stacking up to 30 now? The screen is so much smaller. What? I wish there was some. I know they can't, but I wish there was some way for them to like make the numbers larger. That's right. So this stacks up to 30, and then we do this. Big old teddy bear killed you. All right. To be fair, Digimon actually has a more compelling story overall. Pokemon is just an adaptation of the games. Collect monsters, get gym badges. The show just has more character development. The Pokemon show was more character development than the games, if it makes sense. So you found the Digimon. There was Metalbots. Metalbots. There was one like that too. Had like it was actually a pretty good story. Um, Digimon's story was that What was the? What was the? I'm intrigued. What was some? What was that much more compelling about the story? Because I'll be honest, like I said, I have no clue about the story, not even a little bit. So what was so compelling? What let me know. What's up? What was? Let me know the story and why it was from a cartoon in the '90s. Wow. But it is a genuine question. It is. I want to know. It is a genuine question. That's a real question. Yeah. Anyway, um, I'm having an issue now with trying to figure out what, and I think it's gonna have to be boss challenges, and then I drop them down to like abyss or something, and then yep. So oh no, this is holy and wind. You only have the hard difficulty, so you're gonna get dog walked. You have vulnerability to earth. If I knock this back to hell, ooh, he might get stomped out at hell. Let's see. Digimon involved the real world and digital worlds, and they were at threat to a big digi god-like threat. Why does that feel like a familiar storyline? Why does that feel like a? Because now when you say it, and not even like familiar storyline, as in it was like other movies, I feel like I might have watched more Digimon than I realized. Like 10 episodes, but like, but no, that sounds so damn familiar. It is a compelling story. It's the story that what was it? Tron Ares garbage took, I guess. Huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. There were real stakes at risk in Digimon. Pokemon is just Ash and company collecting monsters and going on adventures. No shade to Pokemon. No, you're right. The big like Pokemon felt like I call this about you've probably heard me say it. It's felt like a bag of potato chips, where it's like it's nice, it tastes good, but it's not like satiating any hunger. It's just, it might if you eat enough, it'll make you sick and not hungry anymore. But it's not the same as eating a meal. And I could see 100% where people would be like Pokemon. You had the Team Rocket or whatever that would pop in. They were some kind of slapstick comic relief. The movies could be okay. And I will say this Detective Pikachu was actually a good movie. But to your point, the series really was with just like them going from gym to gym and Ash just trying to be the best. But it wasn't like anything at. It sounds weird to say about like child anime, but like there wasn't any like stakes though. If Ash lost, he lost. In Digimon, it sounds like if they lost, the world dies. So it's a little bit worse. Um, they had a movie, and the director of that movie essentially retold it, but without the Digimon IP. It in a movie called Summer Wars. Never even heard of that. Never even heard of Summer Wars. Are you about to make me watch Digimon, bruh? You're describing it to where now I'm gonna have to watch Digimon. The Pokemon movies had stakes for them to deal with. Guess they had to put their lives into. Of bruh, of course. As much as I liked Pokemon, you think I'm about to go watch a 2 hour long movie of Ash trying to beat the leader of the water gym? I'm not doing it. And a series is good in limited like doses of like 21 minutes, 30 minutes with the 9 minutes of ads they put in the middle. That's fine, but I'm not about to do that. You know, like that's not about to be like my that's not going to be 2 hours of my life. Um, so yeah, like the Mewtwo movie. I remember that. I need to rewatch that actually. That was good. Yeah, and Detective Pikachu. That was what's up. There was a couple of other ones, of course, but like that's just off the top. Hey, get away, get away! Don't follow me, stalker. I said no. All right, so we go in here at you. Shields up. King comes out. We're running a normal attack. We got our buff up. We're going to go in here, put in Diane. Let's go ahead and crack old buddy's skull. We stack up the burst gauge as much as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get that. This might actually be a good place for me to test this stuff out. Hooray. Let's go ahead and get this on up to 30. Go ahead and get this on up to 30. And boom to the face. Albeit, I wonder if this order is slightly off and if I should switch it and do, maybe do Diane first, pull in King after the burst gauge is stacked. Will you stop that? After the burst gauge is stacked. And then run Daisy to stack her stuff up and then go. So like now I bring in King. Now I get this buff up. Now I bring in Daisy. We go to Dombey mode. We do that. This. When are we stacking to 30? Not quite there yet. Get out the way. And then ultimate. Now he's gonna die, of course, at this point, but I think I need to retry this dungeon and see if that worked better. Okay. I think I need to retry this dungeon and see. And I'm not wasting my cube keys on this nonsense. Okay. So hell was a good place to test stuff. That felt like a phrase I don't. Health is a good place to test stuff. That made me feel weird. That sentence definitely made me feel weird. All right, so back into boss challenge, back down to corrupted warden Orgot. We will go into hell. Welcome to hell, where you are welcome to fail. Um, I keep having my chin be like, I can't wait to buy a new camera. I cannot wait to buy a new camera. I need to start shopping online. Well, in a month. In a month. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks, we'll try to get a camera up in here. Well, 2 weeks I'll start shopping. 4 weeks we'll get a camera. All right. Anyway, that's not important. You guys don't need to know that. Anyway, so let's go ahead and run on through. Oh no, I did the stupid thing. Ugh, get away. So needy. All right, here we go. And funnily enough, I do believe I'm going to do this playtesting stuff here now that I'm doing. But I think what I'm going to do is what I did before when I did the with some of the guides, which is I am going to practice this now. And then, oh, no. We don't want you in there right now. And then I'm going to do a recording on PlayStation this evening while I'm using it. And then come back and use the video to make the video, use the screen recordings of that to make the videos. All right, so now we pull in King. King does this thing. Then we pull back in Dombey mode. Okay, so yeah, the buffs are still there and we're stacking them. And now this MFer is running back and forth between walls. Like a deranged linebacker. Will you sit down somewhere? Jesus. All right. Oh, can I do this now? Okay. So then this will be the measure of the damage coming up in the future. Bet. We will do this. We will do this. Do this. What's up? All right. We do that. Whoop, whoop, doop. King comes in. Normal skill. Tag him up just a smidge. Now comes Daisy. She hits up Dombey mode. We go triangle. Bet in the face. He's not. Oh, we knocked him out. That was straight up Mike Tyson style. And now he finna die. He's stunned. Oh no, don't kill him while he's stunned. All right. That was fun though to see him like try to do his move and then Daisy punched him in the jaw. He just goes night night. That was awesome. Okay, I did love that. I like that a lot. I did like that a lot. That was nice. That was nice. Hmm. All right, so this is a good place to test that. I do like what this team does. I need to see what happens, the difference between King coming in before Diane and King coming in after. And that's what the recording needs to. Sorry for the silence. I was looking for a different Digimon shows to see what to watch. No stress, bro. No stress. You and Beth Ann, y'all both, the replies are voluntary and can come at the time when you have the time. I don't expect, like, I'm talking at you, but I don't expect, like, focus. Chill. Be good. No need to apologize. I was not once sitting here being like, man, Spike a asshole. He ain't even reply to my messages. Chill. We good. We good. We good. We good. Anyway. So I kind of like how that team worked. Basically, Elaine goes out, does the bear as she is wont to do. I think I like the idea of Diane coming in next, build up the burst gauge. Then comes in King. King puts out the buff. Even tag him a little bit if we don't have the earth barrier yet. Bring in Daisy. Stack up those 30. I'm remembering the energy charge now. Stack up those 30 and then nuke with the ultimate. To be honest, there are a crazy amount of shows, spin-offs, and movies. I have no idea what it was. I guess if you want to try out again, just start with the original. Oh, they had a bunch of like, okay. That was the thing with I just looked it up. I cannot remember what it was. I just finished 7. By the way, Spike, but no, Spike, you said that you were more comics. You didn't really do mangas like that. Because I was trying to ask somebody as I get into the manga of Seven Deadly Sins. I was trying to ask somebody where season two ends, where that happens in the manga. Because I wanted to go ahead and just start reading that. Like I'll read that on the train on the way to basketball today. Basketball today. I'll read that on the train on the way to basketball today. So I was trying to figure out where that is. And then tomorrow, being my lazy day, tomorrow is going to be anime on my terrace in my hammock and then reading manga. I do have the Discworld series that I'm listening to right now, audiobook. I want to say reading, but I feel bad saying reading when it's an audiobook. Night Watch. That's been good, but I tend to listen to that while I'm cleaning. So like that might be a Sunday activity, but tomorrow is going to be Fire Force, Kaiju number 8, finally finishing that up, and then reading Seven Deadly Sins. Sorry, trying not to drink on the mic, but Lord have mercy. I needed that. I haven't read a lot of manga. I have the first DBZ volume stashed away somewhere in the first 3 volumes of MHA on my shelf. I'm jealous of you for that. I have a huge wish list of manga served on Amazon though. Saved on Amazon though. All right. Okay. I did not tell you this. In fact, I may not. Do you have a problem with reading these mangas digitally? Like I do have like for example, and I've shown you guys before. I have like different mangas in different languages and stuff, and I use them to practice language, or it's just something I wanted. Like I have the comic book The Crow. You remember that movie from the '90s? It's based off of a graphic novel. I got that in Spain in Spanish when I went to Spain in 2012. I want to say I was there for 5 weeks taking care of a friend's house, and while I was there, they had a hardcover copy of The Crow and it was in Spanish, obviously. And I was like, I want that, so I bought that. But and so I get the concept of like wanting some like collectible stuff. There's some stuff up there, some stuff in my storage that I don't want to part with, right? Physically. However, when I read like Red Hood and the Outlaws or the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles IDW, or I think I have a few of those I haven't read yet either. Those things, like those volumes, I was reading them on my tablet because I just can't have 5,000 books in my home. You know what I mean? I wish I could. I wish I could. But I can't. So digital. If you're okay with that, let me know. If you're okay with it being digital copies of stuff that you just want to read, or are you trying to like collect them? Collection is a little bit different. I can help out if you just want to read. All right, so potentially help out, no promises. I like how this team works. I think this was the Earth team that I was waiting on because I do like the concept of the Earth element. I think that one's the best because once you hit that burst gauge, you do 5 more attacks and you get a barrier. So you got defense and offense. I like that one the most. I still want to play test the difference between putting King out before Diane and Diane out before King. The issue with that, and they don't give you any gauges to like test this stuff. So I'll have to like this is the other part of it. I'll have to record it and put. You know what? What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is actually wrong with me? I could just record it now. Why didn't I just do it now? Wait, let me see. Embarrassed to say, I don't read often to begin with, but I prefer having physical books in hand. That said, it is a series I'm not sure about. I'm cool reading it digitally. See, like, and I do get the concept. I love libraries. I love having a physical book in my hand. I love the smell of book pages. It is. if that's not a cologne, and if it is, someone send me that. Because I do also like nerdy girls who wear glasses. So if I'm walking into like a Comic Con or anime convention or like a library, if I walk into like the Zurich Central Library, I had to translate it. Sorry. If I'm walking into the Central Zurich Library, Zurich Central Library, if I'm walking in there and I smell like the books, come on. You and I both know you were laying in bed reading books from 12 until 18. You love that smell. If I smell like book pages, somebody has had to invented that, right? Somebody has had to invented a cologne that not like strong, not like mildew books, but like you smell like an open book. That's not a good smell. I think it's a good smell. That's not a good smell. I don't know. I had a lotion one time from Italy that made me smell like cake. And I was like, well, I don't have to say where that joke was gonna go. You guys can put two and two together and see how my brain worked. Because it was a hand cream smell straight up like cake. What's up, Triple M? I don't know why I said Triple M like I'm from New York. Anyway, we're gonna try to record this now, see what's happening with it. Because I want to see it go. Okay. I want to see how it works on King being out there before Diane and King coming out there after Diane. So we're gonna do this because it's easier to test. Uh, I have insane ADD, so if I'm reading on a tablet something, I will get distracted pretty much immediately. Really? How does? And I'm not even. I'm asking like genuinely because I don't know. Um, how do you get distracted while reading on the tablet? Am I still in story? No, I'm not. I've finished, and I'm saying it with caution because I don't know if I don't want to spoil it. I love where the story's gone so far. I treat it like a comic book. It's amazing. I don't want to spoil anything for you. Have you finished the story mode in Seven Deadly Sins? I'm not. I don't. I hate. I don't want to be the spoilers guy. I'll tell you everything else and how to do stuff. And okay, you're done with it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So I will tiptoe around the plot because I do like if the plot was good enough for me to rewatch the series, except season three. I will always say that about season three. Three's my favorite number. I have it tattooed in my mouth. Like I will always say that about season three because it is so disgusting. I have to always put that qualifier in there. It was terrible. Hey, I'm not trying to summon no pet. I'm trying to get rid of this thing. All right, so here we go. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Next, we come in here. I don't even know if I need this at this point. We'll do this. Now we're going to do it with King coming out first. Slide to the side. We'll do this. Couple of taps. And then we'll slide in with Diane. Bet, bet, bet. You stay in front of me, sir. You stay in front of me. All right, so she's doing 2,300, 4,800 crit there on that last one, but 2,300 is the one I'm seeing the most. We do this. Now we're gonna bring you in. Ride Dombey. Crack you in the face a couple times. I don't think it's been 40 seconds, so it might be better to do both those things. We're at 30. Nuke. It hasn't been 40 seconds, I don't think. We'll stay in here doing this until the burst gauge is gone. Let him run into a wall or something. I don't need the shield, but we're gonna practice. We're gonna practice sound design. We'll pull you back out. Do this. Do this. Bang. I think it might be better the king route because if I'm not mistaken, the fairy forest buff lasts for bet. Ugh, stop it, bro. Knock him out. There we go. Go night night. Go night night. Go night night. We're up to 27, 28, 29, 30. Nuke. Okay. You really like season two? Yeah, whoa, I thought you were dead. Why are you still alive? Lay down. Rude. I was having a conversation. That is rude. Season two of Seven Deadly Sins. I'm guessing I got distracted. Yeah. I will say this as well. So like I said, I did a rewatch based on this game. And like I said, season three ruined the first two seasons. But rewatching it, I was like, oh geez, I remember why I like this. I liked season one a lot. And then season two started off and I was like, okay, good. And then I was vibing on like the that season two is like where they establish a lot of the history of the characters. And then, spoiler alert for season two, Beth Ann, I want you to watch season two. So kind of ignore me right now. Just get distracted. There's something pretty and shiny outside. When he's in tears at the end about like coming back again and what it might mean for who he is and how we might be changing. And then it's like stop there. I was like, what? Mm. And it made me want to watch season three, but then I burned my hand on that stove already, so I'm not about to do it again. It was so good. It was so good that now I really want to read them. I'm gonna just go ahead and go through it. This is hard for me to describe, so please bear with me. The simple answer is tablets have additional apps and functions. Give me a minute to figure out how to explain. No, 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 no. That's not. There's not even a. That's not. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. If you, I know exactly what you mean, and it's part of the reason why all of my games and stuff are on my phone, and the only games on my tablet are like for my daughter. Um, so I don't get many notifications. I don't even really check email on my tablet. It is for this sounds so privileged. It's for comic books. It is for my daughter. Stuff like that. Man, the Bond backstory was so gut wrenching. No, it was so like in the chest with it. Like dog, literally dog. But like dog, it was so like, bruh. Bruh, it was so sad. Not just sad. It was so sad. It was so sad, man. I got goosebumps. God, they dubbed that series on season three. Season three was supposed to be legendary. Man, Bond's backstory was so. But if I'm a beef, all of the backstories were good. All of them. Even what's his face, Growther or whatever the hell. Like they didn't really go in his backstory, but he ended up becoming this like, what are you doing, bro? Like he was the Sheldon without knowing that there are social constructs and things you don't do to people, especially if you have powers, right? Like there is no like you don't erase your friend's memories. Like we barely say you should erase a criminal's memories. I'm close and I trust you, and you erase mine. Okay. Anyway, so no, but Bond's back, especially with Elaine save. No, that's different though. No, 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 no. I'm not even talking about like. I'm not even talking about that part because that's just his early background story. I'm talking about the background story with his dad, the one where he like meets his father and stuff. Like that background story. That one was gut wrenching. Like that one was like painful. That one was pain. Oh, did I still have more missions to get through? Oops. Oops. That one with his dad was like, bruh, what are we doing here? Y'all didn't have to do that child like that. He's a child. How are you beat? Okay. How are you beating this child and kicking him out? Because he did. It, it. I will say about animation is that it's actually more and more amazing how live action movies can't compel me because they seem to tell the same story. But then you'll get something animated, and I'll use Up as the example just to like bring it in full circle. Like, not bring it in full circle, but like everybody's seen Up, right? And I'll never, never not believe this. The first 10 minutes of Up are the most gut wrenching 10 minutes in like movie cinema. It's in the top 10 or 20. Like they did an amazing job of these kids are just kids and they fell in love, and he found this amazing girl who became this amazing woman who he would die for, and then he let her down and didn't realize it until they were old and gray, and then she dies. Bruh, like that whole scene where you find out she can't have kids, and I'm like, why is this in a Disney movie? I thought it was bad when Bambi's mom got killed. What are y'all? When Mufasa died, that was traumatic. You have this woman over here, like, just staring up at the clouds because she can't have kids. Why is this in a children's movie? Why is this in a children's movie? It was the same thing, but not same thing, but Bond and his dad and all that stuff. It was like, how are y'all? He's a werefox. How are you making this such a compelling story? Up is about a dude who took a billion balloons and lifted his house to Brazil or somewhere in South America. How are y'all making this so where, like, by the time he put their chairs outside of the house to go save the little boy, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I'm like, you go say that, boy. She loved you. She saved you that picture. She saved you that photo album. She did love you. It was a great adventure. Go say that, boy. And then she puts the two chairs outside, and I'm like, how are y'all doing to me? There's talking dogs who get distracted by squirrels. How is this so compelling? There's a bird who just swallowed a cake. What? Anyway, let me stop. Um, I stopped to look up some kind of like Snanger reference online, then get sidetracked because I see the article on Deep Dive or whatever. I was originally exactly. Then before I know it, it's been like an hour or two since I put the book down just because I had to look up some slang or period specific reference. 100%. 100%. Who can't have kids in a Disney movie? Spike, have you never seen the Disney movie Up? Have you never seen? There is somebody put out a meme too. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Twilight. And somebody put up a meme decade ago plus where they were like the first 10 minutes of Up or the first 5 minutes of Up are more emotional or more it was like something more emotional, more compelling. I can't remember the exact word than the entire Twilight series. And it was. No lie. I felt nothing watching Twilight. That first 5 minutes of Up had me like I was married at the time and my son was like 1 or 2. And me and my wife at the time were sitting there watching it and we're both like about she's crying. I'm close. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say my son's name, but I was like, he's never gonna see this movie. He's not allowed to see this movie before like 12, 13, 14, 15. She was like, yeah. Like that it wasn't even like it wasn't a discussion, oh, you're being exaggerated. I was dead serious at the time, and she was dead serious agreeing with me. It was really like, no, he ain't allowed to watch this. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. He can't see this. I've seen Up. It's been a while. I just didn't hear that the movie you were talking about. Well, oh yeah, yeah, cool. No worries, no worries, no worries. Yeah, no. That's bruh. The it wasn't as good of a movie. It was not as good of a movie. And spoiler alert, like a son of a bee. There was a movie about was it called Enchanted? It were these two brothers who were in search of trying to like find their dead dad. And one of them was supposed to see him and the other one wasn't. And I cannot remember the name of that movie, but I watched it and it was not nearly as like, oh my God, bad, but it was basically, oh my God. But I feel like if I were like 20 years younger, it would have had that same kind of effect. Like if I was 16, I'd have been like, what are we doing with movies? Is this, it says G, general admission. So a 6-year-old is allowed to see this. No questions. Onward. Onward. It was not a great movie. I'm not going to lie. I I'm giving it a lot of like grace because I like the concept a lot and I liked the spoiler alert for the mediocre Disney movie. I liked the ending where it wasn't about the main character. Like there's the brothers are the main character, but the one brother is the main character, and it wasn't about him, and it was gut wrenching for him not to get to see. But then it was like, but you did that for your brother though, right? You know, and so it was. Yeah, I would do that for my sister. It would tear my heart. It would tear a hole in my heart. But I would do that for my sister. Like if it was Oh, this is gonna be deep. If it was like, if my mom was coming back, because our mom passed away in 2026, 2020, and it was, we're on this journey to, so I can see her again, and it was like only one of you could see her, I would demand that it be my sister, even though I would want it more than anything. My sister deserves that. You know what I mean? Like my sister needs that. Like it was, and I'm sure my sister would say the same thing about me, and we would probably get into an actual fight. We would probably actually end up swinging at each other like, no, you gonna go. No, you gonna go. But no, my sister. I would do that for my sister. The thing I would want the most on this planet right now, she could have it. You know what I mean? And so I took that from it, if that makes sense. That's what I took from it. It was a letdown of a movie, though. It was a fantasy world that had no magic in it. That's true. So the real world, but swap humans and for fantasy creatures, but the none of the fantastical aspects. That is true. I forgot the name, but I love the movie with Mama Coco and the guy trying to find her dad. I will say this, Coco, that movie, I know it got a lot of hype in the U. I get, well, everywhere. I know it got a lot of hype. I love that song so much. I started playing. I learned how to play it on the piano so I could play it for my daughter. Like it was a guitar song, and I learned how to play it on the piano. Remember me? Mm-mm. Off me. Off me, Disney. Why are y'all trying to traumatize kids? Off me. Get off me. All right. All right. See, now y'all got me all up in my feelings thinking about like these. And that's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm gonna put all the lyrics. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Okay. 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 Back to it. I'm recording something right now. Yeah, I am. It's been 15 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna try. We did it that way, and I was looking at 4,300, 2,800, those numbers. Now I'm gonna do this boss challenge the opposite way, with King coming out after Daisy, not Daisy, Diane. Um, what was the original topic? See, I think this is the problem. Spike got ADHD. I got ADHD. Like we just all over the place. Oh. The understanding of like getting distracted. But like I said, that is why like the tablet, it's minimal at best. Like there shouldn't be anything on there that can get me distracted because the amount of times I get distracted just on my phone, just doing stuff that I actually want to do. Like I'm checking the email and it's, oh, I'm looking at this email. Oh, I need to go check something on Google real quick and I can copy and paste it into the email or whatever. Next thing you know, I've gotten into an article that's like, what's going to be the future of Batman in the DCU when they do another, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, wait a minute, I was doing something 45 minutes ago. What was I doing? And spend the next 15 minutes trying to figure out what it was that I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Remember me though. I have to say goodbye. Remember me. Don't let me make you cry though. If I see you flying, you will always be in my heart. Remember, bruh, tingles, tingles, and that dude too. How you going? He was trying to go out there and do something. And granted, being a musician to provide for your family is one thing, but like he was out there trying to provide for his daughter, and then he was like, "No, I made a mistake. I'm going back." I'm going back to my daughter, and then you do that, you deserve to be in hell. I know that that's not the concept of the movie, but they should have been like, no, no, we gonna make a hell for you. We gonna make one of them. You need it. We don't like hell. We don't like the concept of hell, but mm, we got to make exceptions for exceptional people. You deserve to burn. Like we gotta let you die, and we gotta prolong your suffering. Ain't no way, ain't no way. But I will say to that point, and I wanted to be an animator when I was in high school. Wish I had followed that dream. Um, but I will say I think that is one of the fun, more compelling parts about animation is that they take it to different places and different worlds that live action can't. and somehow a really good one will still find a way to like stab a needle in your heart and make you feel something. Like if you take it back to basics where it was like Bambi, and when I say basics, Bambi, Lion King, parent passes in a ridiculous situation, you got stomped out by water buffalo. You know what I mean? Like, but it's done well and compelling to where you feel what's happening in the scene. Up, cranky old man assaults construction workers, which they shouldn't have been trying to tear down his house in the first damn place. People over money. Anyway, uses a bunch of balloons to fly to South America. Talking dog. Yet somehow I'm holding on to that like loving relationship between him and his wife where they saw a way through some difficult times because they showed you the good and the bad and they had a beautiful relationship and he is living his life thinking that he let his wife down. The best thing that ever happened to him and he's like, I let her down. I promised to do this for her and I let her down. And at the end, he finds out she was like, this is the life I always wanted. So like they can take you places and hit if they can still hit like nobody wants to say this. Cyberpunk Edge Runner. Part of the reason why that series me up so much is that the emotional undertone, the violence and everything was nuts, but the emotional undertone of like I'm gonna sacrifice me so you can be happy in the most violent, not peaceful way at all. It's not like he like was falling down in the ocean and just slowly drowned and there was no pain. He died painfully so that she could go. Bruh, the most backstory that made me annoyed was the story of Spider-Man. Really? The Spider-Man backstory annoyed you? You mean like the live action adaptation of it or what actually happened in the comics? To be fair, though, and they've been doing this with Batman a little bit lately, not lately, but the last like 10, 15 years. They did it with Spider-Man where it was like when the original Spider-Man came out, this is how his parents went, this is what and then they started trying to change the backstory into like, well, they were actually spies, and now this has put Peter Parker in danger. You know what I mean? Like that thing. They've done the same thing with Batman in several instances where like Thomas Wayne was a surgeon, and now he was a surgeon for the mafia, and now apparently tied to the Court of Owls somehow with the Waynes. Like, apparently Batman is a concept that goes back hundreds of years, but Bruce was the one that came up with it. And the bat flying through the window that said he should be Batman was somehow from the owls, but it wasn't from the owls, but because the owls were, you know what I mean? Like they started trying to add all this stuff and it's like, why can't we just say that his parents got killed by a mugger in the alley and then just find other storylines? Like why? Why do we have to turn Peter Parker's parents into like spies and all this other stuff? Like it, I mean, I guess I could see like the validity behind it, but like I don't know. And to be fair, people are trying to like do different things and whatever. All right, so this is gonna be a long ass PlayStation screen recording. Anyway, let's go ahead and go through this. But I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. And oh, get away from me! Get away from me! No means no. All right, back up. I'm trying to lock on. Up there it is. Finally. Bet. Okay, so it looks as though when I'm doing this, tagging this up, 2700 is like the max. Oh, I've gotten into the burst damage. I'm gonna go do this. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna pull you in. Let's go ahead and get these energy charges up. See if we can knock you out. Gonna get up to 30 hopefully before the burst gauge is done. And no, come here, let me nuke you. Dadgummit, he ran away, you piece of shnikes. Son of a bee. And oh, and now you want to be knocked out? Now you want to be knocked out. Now you want to be knocked out? Go to hell. King. Because I'm a king. Let's go here. Boom. Go night night. Go night night. Go to Tony Stark. Go to sleep. 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 Nuke. All right. Bye. All right. Gotcha. Oh. Now I'm gonna save this recording of 40 minutes of me rambling and my character just staying still. 25 minutes for 7 minutes of battle because I talk too much. Anyway, all right, so that's that. And that is the team with King doing his buff thing. That feels very limited for what his kit holds, right? I guess. Use ultimate whenever available. So buff swap, DPS, buff refresh. So it really does feel like how I use Elaine, where it's like I'm just going in with Elaine for the barrier, and then you only see her again, like depending on the battle. Like when I have to put the barrier up again. You know that one aura moment in Iron Man where he literally made a suit in a cave, in a torture cave. Yeah. What did they change that? That was original lore though. Did they change that? What did they change? Or are they trying to change that now? The comics kind of, it's a good, like, unique origin story. That's how it went down, though, right? I thought for sure. Or am I off? Because help me out. I thought that is how that went down. Not that it was like maybe in the Middle East, but that he got captured, he was hurt. Oh no, or was it the explosion in the plane? Oh, they're trying to change it to a torture cave. Wait, what? When did that start? What? Okay. When did that start? I know there's another one where he was in a plane accident, I think. Am I off base on that one? I might be. I'm going to be real. I don't know Iron Man's lore like that. I don't know Thor's lore, haha, like that. Hulk, similarly, I don't know his lore like. Although I like the characters in the stories, they never compelled me enough to try to look them up. Wolverine, I had origins. Like I love his origin story, and I almost hated the fact that they gave Wolverine an origin story till I read it, and I was like, okay, you know what, this works. Spider-Man, of course. Batman, of course. I say of course as if it's an of course thing. I read Birthright from Superman, which changed it slightly. I like the change that they made. It was a slight change, but I like that one. But of course, you know his origin story. So, but I don't know like some of the, I wouldn't say tertiary characters, but those weren't in my realm. Like Cyborg, Starfire, Raven. Well, no, I know Ravens for the most part. And then for some reason, Marvel stories, the X-Men, I got you. The Avengers, you know what I mean? Spider-Man universe, I got you. Fantastic Four, not so much. By the way, we're a year removed. Can we admit that that Fantastic Four movie was not good? Okay at best. So many people were like Superman and Spider-Man, or not Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. And they were like, you don't know, Fantastic Four is good too. Go see it in theaters. I went and I chose Superman. That was the right choice because Fantastic Four I saw later. Oh, also, side note, Thunderbolts was amazing. That movie was amazing. Fantastic Four, you can miss me. You can miss me. Superman movie, amazing. Fantastic Four, you can miss me. Let's see. We already got one of these cleared up. Will I have enough to do a pull before I have to go? I'm gonna have to leave in like 40 minutes. Just a heads up. I think I was gonna try to push to try to do another pull. Try to push to try to do. Great English words, right? Um, let's see. If that was king with the wand, let's see, king with the barrier support. Feels like I'm still gonna run. His focus becomes shields, damage mitigation, team sustain, utility. This is the version many players bring into the thing. Okay, okay. Best partner link. Together they create an extreme durable team. Okay. So we're gonna have Diane still for the whatchamahoos it sub DPS. We're gonna switch over and use the Grimoire for King. It feels as though whenever there's a Grimoire available, they doing defense and healing. Clotho's Grimoire. Hit. Wait, did I have the right enchantment on this? Let's see. It's an ice enchantment. Who had it? Oh, Clotho had it before. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a physical orb and just to be doing stuff. It ain't even necessary just to be doing stuff. Can't believe I just said just to be doing stuff. It ain't even necessary just to be doing stuff. That was the oof. For those of you who do not have English as your native language, don't use me as the example. Don't study my English because that ain't no good, is it? Nope, ain't what you want. All right. Funnily enough, every time it rains, and they do a good job, but every time it rains, I see like little things on the side of the screens and everything as like the fourth wall. It's coming, like the water's coming in, and it makes me always think that there's a bug on my screen. I'm like, what the bug? Oh, there's no bug on my screen. Okay, got no bugs in my house. What you mean? Let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and enchant his weapon right fast. Ju- Let's go ahead and put this physical. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? Since I am going to try to leave in like 30, 40 minutes, I'm going to make a cup of coffee. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, all right. So I'm going to make a cup of coffee right fast. And then I am going to come back. Let's see. We got the physical attack increase. I guess that's fine. Crit chance. I guess that's fine. Seeing as how he doesn't need any of this stuff because he's going to be setting up a barrier. All right. So I am going to go make myself another cup of coffee. I'll be back in like 5. In fact, let me go ahead and put up my BRB so that you guys don't know when you see an empty chair, but it is what it is. Here we go. Slowly but surely. Wow, did I just really whistle when I said surely? Jeez. All right. On to the next thing. Grimoire setup. Let's go ahead and see. Running King's Grimoire. All right. Okay. So we will go check his kit. We're on equipped to the Grimoire. Checking the kit even more. So, I guess this is the barrier. Becomes immune to reactions, decreases damage taken by 65%, while the stance is maintained. Inflicts Mark of the Forest on nearby enemies for 40 seconds every 1 second while the stance is maintained. On nearby enemies for 40 seconds every 1 second while the stance is maintained. So max 10. So approximately 40 seconds of Mark of the Forest for 40 seconds. 10 times. Okay. Maintain stance up to 5 seconds. When maintained for the maximum duration, the stance is removed. Inflicts damage equal to 97%. Attack and restore HP equal to 15% of max HP plus 150% of attack. Whoa, wait, what? This is good. This attacks damage dealt increased by 5% for each Mark of Forest stack on the enemy. This seems really, really good. And this seems like more than just a support, shield, barrier thing. Hold up. Is he going to replace Elaine? Damage taken by 65%. So I'm only taking 35% of the damage that's coming out while I'm in that stance. Very similar to Escanor. Flicks Mark of the Beast 10 times for 40 seconds. Maintain stance for up to 5 seconds. And then when maintained for maximum duration. What is the maximum duration? Does it say 10 seconds? Oh, no. Oh, it didn't say the maximum. It just says it says up to 5 seconds. So when it's gone to the maximum duration, the stance is removed, inflicts the damage, and heals. Mark of Forest increased damage taken by 2%. So not just, well, it does say physical. So it doesn't matter who. It's just damage by 2%. 10 up there puts it at 20%. Inflicts damage equal to 151%. Then inflicts 3 Mark of Forest stacks for 40 seconds. So we can open with the normal skill. Oh, wait, you can't even see my face. I can't feel my face when I'm with you. Okay. You can see now why my singing career failed. All right. So. We want to open up with normal skill, I think. Normal skill, special attack, swap. Because this is going to inflict the mark of, or I could start with the special skill and then do the normal. Special attack, whatever the hell they want to call it. I could do that. Start with special attack, inflict as many Mark of Force as I can. Switch to, how much damage does this do? 97%. So start off with Guardian Shield, switch to Protector of the Forest, then ultimate, then swap. Okay. Okay, I reloaded. And then that would heal us. And on top of that, it feels like the Earth characters do a lot of healing and protection. Which, cool. But, yo. Do I want to do the normal skill first or the special attack first? There's your question. I feel like one would make up for the other, but theoretically, if this goes off first and it's adding those marks of force, which increase attack, then this is going to hit harder. Whereas the other way around, yeah, that ability's going to hit harder, but that's 151. It really does say 151. That's 151% versus 97%. So don't you want the higher damage ability to hit harder? Right? So, all right. I think we've got him. I think so. So let's go ahead and go back to our dungeon, buddy. We do want to have Elaine, Diane. Kind of hard not to put Daisy on this team. Albeit with Meliodas, it'd probably be faster and better. All right. Let's see. I could just try instead of being so nervous about it. Normal skill, special attack, ultimate, swap. And at that point, I should have enough barrier up. So it feels like I should do Elaine, King, then Diane, then Daisy. Or Meliodas, or whatever damage dealer I want in that fourth slot, that fourth position. Okay, so boss challenge. Okay. Where's my well, I guess it's not here. And it is warm in here. It is warm in here. Got my chest sweat going. It is warm up in here. All right. All right, here we go. Use it. Use it. Nope. Nope. Yep. All right, so we're doing hers first. Then we go back here. That goes up. Then this goes out. Then we can tag him with the pillow a few times. That's hilarious. He's not doing any kind of like damage to that burst gauge. Boop boop. Doosh. We do that. Then we do this one. Oh, I didn't hold it long enough. Bet. He's doing like no damage to this thing. Oh no. All right, there we go. Everybody got choices. She seems to be doing the damn thing, by the way. And he seems to be knocked the hell out. Stay down. Nobody asked you to get up. Lord, I want to see you. Oh, and there he goes running again. Yep, I see you. You jerk. Okay. Oh, and now you fall asleep over there? I hate you. Why didn't you fall asleep over here like a normal person? Boy, oh boy. There we go. Gotcha. Die. Okay. Boop, boop. Gotcha. All right. All right. All right. All right. Didn't even record that. Albeit, I don't know that it did what it said it was going to do. I don't see a barrier coming up. Unless it's invisible. And now where's my... Well, this... I'm almost out of these. I've actually kind of stuck to taking these. Ugh. Well, that sucked. All right. So, we can go ahead and try to record this real quick with King. His grimoire, albeit, and this is where I need to pay attention because I do not think it was as effective as I wanted it to be. As a matter of fact, what I will do, while I'm looking for this thing I cannot find, what I will do is switch this team up a little bit to handle the boss. Because right now what is happening is that I'm using Daisy for the damage, right? If I switch up Daisy to her grimoire, this is going to be more effective against who I'm actually going against. Because it will stun him. So we'll go ahead and do the grimoire here. I'm doing this because I'm about to go ahead and exit this dungeon and go to the Abyss one. That's going to be harder. I'm going to keep Diane as the sub DPS. Damn it. If I keep Diane as a sub DPS, then the only thing that I'm using for barrier is going to be King. Because I'm going to have to remove Elaine. This is his video. Trying to put Daisy in this scenario does help with this specific... Okay. We're going to try to put Meliodas in the role of where Elaine is in terms of we're removing one set of barrier. He's supposedly the support. I mean, the heal thing is right there. So let's just go ahead and switch and put Meliodas in. Then we will. And this is my own little pet peeve stuff. This is where I need to like have them in the right order so that I can change things faster. He's still the primary. Switch. Where you at, Daisy? There she is. Okay. Cannot believe I can't find it. I mean, come on. Yep, nope. Ain't nowhere to be found. Ain't nowhere to be found. Jeez. All right. Here we go. So now we're going to try to go into the Abyss dungeon like this. Let's go ahead and record it. So, oh, nope, already recording. All right, so we're going to try to go into the Abyss dungeon like this. It should be fine. I'm not worried. And I think I still collect those rewards. Why not? I could use the gold. All right, so it's still banging. All right, here we go. It's the king, bitch. I welcome you to get invited to the youngest in charge. Dictating ain't taking orders from no one but God. Yeah, see, I don't even know how to handle this right now because usually I run it with the barrier, pop, 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 we're all good. Right now, I'm going to run it with Daisy, put out the lightning as fast as possible, switch in King. That was a poor decision. And then let him hold his stance for 5 seconds. Take less damage. That's fantastic. He deals damage back. Diane goes. He's already stunned. The Orgot is already stunned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meliodas, what's up, bro? Let's go ahead and make this work. You can't hit me. I'm Melly. Okay, he hit me. That ain't nice. Move out the way. Move. We do this, we do this, we do that. Then we come in with Diane, we do this. Bang. Now you get to heal us up. Oh, yep, he's over there stunned again. So we will stack up this gauge. We bring you back, we bring you back, we do this. We do this. I should have saved the, whatchamaface. I should have saved the, oh, whoop. Bang. We'll put you out there. Mark of who's it? Okay. Boom. Oh, and he healed. That was so good. So good. Okay, so that was nice. That was so damn good. He just immediately healed. That was nice. That was so nice. Okay, that made me like him a whole lot. Am I about to... I'm a guy who likes healing, apparently. When I get that feeling... Alright, sorry. Will you stop just pounding my face in? That's not nice. We're gonna do this because we're tired of you right now. Bang, bang. Alright, well, we knew it was over with soon anyway. That was nice. That was nice. That heal from King was huge. I like that one a lot, bruh. A lot. A lot. That was fun. Alright, so Star Guardian stuff. That's fun. That is Star Guardian, right? That's fun. Yo, King came through hard on that one. That was really, really good. More of a healing move anyway. And I like the barrier themselves, but Earth gives themselves barrier when you hit that burst gauge. I like that a lot. I did like that a lot. All right, so lastly, before we end the stream, oof, staff. What time is it? Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna end the stream now because I need to go. I gotta do some errands before I go, so I'm gonna end it now. But I feel like I should record the last thing. But if I do it now, I'm gonna be late. If I do it now, I'm gonna be late. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I said that way too fast, but it's okay. I may or may not stream tomorrow. I'll definitely stream on Sunday. It just depends on how I feel in the morning when I wake up. I'm already like, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So, thank you guys for watching. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you guys next time. If you couldn't tell, I always start with the